Recently, MVP, the management company behind some of the biggest names in combat sports, including Jake Paul, made waves with their comments about claims that the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson was rigged. In response to these accusations, MVP called such claims illogical. Let's break down what led to these statements and why they believe this claim doesn't hold up. First, we need to understand the context. Jake Paul, the controversial YouTuber turned boxer, has been making headlines in the boxing world ever since he started his career. His fights, often against former MMA stars, have drawn massive attention from both fans and critics alike. Among those on his radar was none other than the legendary Mike Tyson. A potential showdown between these two would have been a massive spectacle, blending the world of traditional boxing with the growing influence of social media fighters. However, despite the buzz, there were rumors and claims suggesting that the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson was not as legitimate as it appeared. These rumors included accusations that the fight had been rigged, allegedly staged to benefit Paul's career. The logic behind these accusations was that Tyson, despite being a seasoned and former world champion, would not be expected to lose to someone with much less experience. This led to some people suggesting that the outcome of the fight was predetermined for entertainment purposes. But MVP, the management company representing Jake Paul, quickly responded to these claims. According to them, these accusations were nothing short of illogical. MVP made it clear that there was no basis for these rumors. They pointed out that Tyson, despite being much older, still had the skills and experience to perform at a high level, even if he wasn't the same fighter he was in his prime. One of the key arguments MVP made against the rigging claims is the level of scrutiny both Paul and Tyson were under during their training and the fight itself. Both fighters, regardless of their experience, faced intense media attention and public pressure. Tyson, in particular, is a former world champion with a massive legacy to protect. It's hard to imagine that someone with so much at stake, especially someone with Tyson's reputation, would risk compromising that by engaging in a rigged fight. Additionally, MVP emphasized Jake Paul's drive and commitment to his boxing career. Paul has been training relentlessly, fighting professional fighters, and continuously improving his skills. The notion that his victories could be rigged undermines the hard work and discipline that Paul has demonstrated as a boxer. MVP believes that Jake's success is a result of his effort and progression in the sport, rather than some form of staged drama. MVP also pointed out that the accusations of rigging could potentially harm the sport of boxing itself. Boxing is a sport built on years of tradition, with champions who have earned their titles through legitimate competition. If rumors like these were allowed to fester, it could damage the credibility of the sport and diminish the hard-earned accomplishments of both seasoned and emerging fighters. Another important detail MVP raised was the financial investment involved in such a fight. Promoters, sponsors, and all the people behind the scenes in a major event like this are not going to risk millions of dollars on a staged outcome. The logistical and financial complexity of a fight at this level makes it unlikely that anyone would jeopardize the entire production for the sake of a rigged result. With so many people invested in ensuring the fight is successful, the suggestion that it could have been manipulated simply doesn't add up. In conclusion, MVP's response to the rigging claims was clear and firm. They called the accusations illogical, asserting that both Jake Paul and Mike Tyson entered the fight as competitors, not as participants in some staged spectacle. For MVP, the integrity of boxing, the respect for Tyson's legacy, and the hard work Jake Paul has put into his boxing career are all reasons why they believe the rumors should be dismissed. Ultimately, they argue that both men, in their own way, deserve credit for the fight, not unfounded conspiracy theories.